You've probably inflated your car's tires hundreds of times, at a gas station, in your garage, or right before a road trip. But what if I told you there's a mistake made by nearly 90% of drivers during tire inflation that can dramatically increase the risk of blowouts, trigger false pressure sensor readings, and even compromise high-speed stability? This is not an exaggeration. Every year, thousands of vehicles across the United States end up in repair shops with uneven tire wear, suspension issues, or damaged tires caused by a simple and seemingly harmless habit. And here's the surprising part. We're not just talking about overinflating or underinflating. There's a much more subtle and much more dangerous detail involved. Stay with me until the end because you'll learn the most critical tire inflation mistakes, what professional mechanics actually do differently, and the hidden setting inside modern tire pressure monitoring systems that can help prevent accidents. Number 11. The invisible trap of hot tires. Let's start with the most common mistake of all, inflating tires right after driving. This issue is often called the hot tire trap. Here's how it happens. You drive to a gas station, pull up to the air pump, check the pressure, and notice the tires are about 2 or 3 psi below the recommended level. So you add air until the display reaches something like 35 psi, matching the sticker inside the driver's door. Sounds correct, but it isn't. When your car is in motion, friction between the tire and the asphalt increases the internal temperature of the tire. And as temperature rises, air expands. That expansion temporarily increases the pressure reading. So when the tires cool down later, the pressure drops. Without realizing it, you end up driving on underinflated tires. Engineering data shows that a tire running just 5 psi below its ideal pressure can operate up to 18 degrees Fahrenheit hotter at highway speeds and wear out up to 25% faster. Besides costing more money in premature tire replacement, this also increases braking distance and raises the risk of structural failure. The professional recommendation is simple. Always inflate tires when they are cold. Ideally, do it before driving or after the vehicle has been parked for at least 3 hours. Number 10. Trusting the gas station air gauge too much. Another extremely common mistake in the US is assuming the air pump at the gas station is perfectly accurate. While these machines are convenient, many are rarely calibrated. Independent testing has shown that public air gauges can have errors ranging from 2 to 6 psi. That means the screen might show a perfect reading while the tire is actually far outside the correct range. It's like checking engine oil with a bent dipstick. Professional mechanics avoid this problem by using their own digital tire pressure gauges, which typically offer accuracy within about 0.5 psi. Today, reliable digital gauges are inexpensive and easy to find, often costing less than $20. That small investment can prevent uneven tire wear, improve fuel efficiency, and help maintain vehicle stability. Number 9. Accelerated and uneven tire wear. Like any component on your vehicle, tires wear over time. That's normal. What isn't normal is when that wear becomes uneven, premature, and expensive. One of the most common mistakes is standardizing tire pressure at a generic number, like 32 psi, without checking what the vehicle manufacturer actually recommends. It sounds practical, but it forces the tire to operate outside its intended design conditions. When tire pressure is too low, the outer edges of the tire carry more of the load. This increases sidewall flex, generates excessive heat, and accelerates wear along the shoulders of the tread. Often, the center of the tire still looks new while the edges are already compromised. When pressure is too high, the opposite occurs. The center of the tread absorbs most of the contact with the road, leading to faster wear in the middle while the edges appear fine. In both cases, the wear becomes uneven. And once that happens, tire rotation, balancing, or alignment cannot reverse the damage. Technical studies indicate that incorrect tire pressure can reduce total tire lifespan by up to 30%. And the issue goes beyond cost. When tread wear becomes irregular, traction decreases, directly affecting braking performance and vehicle stability. Number 8. Reduced braking efficiency and vehicle stability. If all 4 tires are inflated to a generic value like 32 psi, there's a strong chance the vehicle's handling balance will be affected. Every vehicle is engineered with a specific pressure distribution between the front and rear axles. When that balance isn't followed, the tire's contact patch with the road changes. Less contact means less grip. In real-world driving, this translates into longer stopping distances, less precise cornering, and more frequent steering corrections. In emergency situations, those small differences can become critical. Testing data shows that relatively small pressure variations can increase braking distance by up to 5%. Additionally, modern stability control systems must work harder to compensate for reduced traction, subtly changing how the vehicle behaves during sudden lane changes or high-speed curves. And here's the part most drivers never realize. When tire pressure is incorrect, the car's electronic safety systems are no longer operating under the conditions they were designed for. That's when small mistakes start turning into big problems. Number 7. The silent increase in fuel consumption. This is one of the most common and least noticeable effects of incorrect tire pressure. When tires aren't inflated properly, the engine has to work harder to move the vehicle. That happens because rolling resistance increases both when tires are underinflated and when they're overinflated. The result is higher fuel consumption over time. Industry data shows that a variation of just 3 psi can change fuel efficiency by up to 2%. The problem is that this difference happens gradually. Drivers start refueling more often, but rarely connect the extra cost to incorrect tire pressure. It's the classic invisible expense that builds week after week. So the most important question comes up. How do you know the exact correct pressure for your vehicle? The answer is in a place most drivers completely ignore. There's a technical label installed on the driver's side door jamb that shows the exact tire pressure recommended by the vehicle's engineers. This information has nothing to do with the tire brand. It's based on the entire vehicle design, including weight distribution, suspension geometry, braking system, and load capacity. Open the driver's door and look along the inner frame. That label typically lists the recommended pressure for the front and rear tires, the correct tire size, and the recommended values for cold tires. That label should always be your primary reference. Ignoring it turns tire inflation into guesswork. And right there on that same label is a detail that confuses many drivers: 2 different pressure values. One for the front tires and another for the rear. Number 6. Inflating all 4 tires equally. The mistake that destroys vehicle balance. Many drivers assume that setting the same PSI on all 4 tires is correct. But for most vehicles, that's completely wrong. A large percentage of cars use different pressures for the front and rear axles because weight distribution isn't equal. A classic example occurs in front-engine vehicles, where roughly 60% of the total weight sits over the front axle. If the rear tires are underinflated, the vehicle can lose stability, especially during cornering and braking. It's common in repair shops to hear drivers complain that their car feels unstable in turns. In many cases, all 4 tires are set to something like 35 psi. But the door label might specify 35 psi in the front and 42 psi in the rear. That means months of driving with incorrect rear pressure, completely altering the vehicle's handling characteristics. Automakers calculate these differences based on weight distribution, suspension setup, and overall vehicle dynamics. That's why reading the entire door label and inflating each axle correctly is essential. There is no universal number. There is only the correct number for your vehicle. But even when drivers get the pressure right, there's another extremely common and almost invisible mistake. Number 5. Damaging the tire valves. The valve cap isn't there for decoration. It acts as a secondary seal that protects against dirt, moisture, and slow air leaks. Problems start when drivers over-tighten the cap or thread it incorrectly. When that happens, the valve threads can become damaged, allowing contaminants to enter. Over time, the valve core may corrode and develop a slow leak. This is the classic situation where a tire keeps losing pressure and no one understands why. The rule is simple: tighten by hand only, just until it's snug. Never use pliers or excessive force. In the US, replacing a standard rubber valve stem is inexpensive. However, when the vehicle uses a TPMS sensor integrated into the valve, replacement costs can become significantly higher. Number 4. Driving with low pressure on low-profile tires. Vehicles equipped with large wheels and low-profile tires are becoming increasingly common, especially in sport trims or optional wheel packages. These tires have shorter and stiffer sidewalls, which require higher pressures to maintain their structural integrity. When pressure drops below the recommended level, impacts from potholes, very common on American roads, can cause sidewall bubbles or internal structural damage. Many low-profile tire setups operate between 40 and 50 psi, and that's completely normal. Lowering the pressure just because it looks too high is an expensive mistake. A single hard impact can permanently damage the tire. Number 3. Overinflating tires to save fuel. This habit became popular through hypermiling techniques, where some drivers try to extract the absolute maximum fuel economy from their vehicles. In theory, increasing tire pressure by 5 to 10 psi can slightly reduce rolling resistance. But the negative effects appear quickly. The vehicle loses traction, the center of the tire wears much faster, and ride comfort drops significantly. There have been real-world cases where tires designed to last around 30,000 miles wore out in less than 10,000 miles due to excessive pressure. In other words, the driver may save a small amount on fuel, but ends up losing far more money by replacing tires prematurely. Number 2. Driving constantly with underinflated tires. This is by far the most common, and also the most destructive, mistake. Driving with tires that are 5 to 10 psi below the recommended level causes excessive sidewall flex. That flex generates internal heat, and over time this heat begins to weaken the tire's internal structure without the driver noticing. From the outside, the tire may still look normal. But internally, damage is happening mile after mile. Fuel consumption also increases, and the risk of structural failure rises significantly, especially at highway speeds. The professional recommendation is simple. Check tire pressure at least once per month. Number 1. Ignoring correct pressure when the vehicle is loaded or towing. This situation is extremely common during road trips, moving situations, or when pickup trucks and SUVs are used to carry heavy loads. What many drivers don't realize is that the correct tire pressure changes when the vehicle's weight increases. Most vehicles include 2 pressure specifications on the door label, one for normal driving and another for maximum load or towing conditions. When this difference is ignored, the rear tires often become overloaded, generating excessive heat and accelerated wear. In pickups and SUVs, this can even lead to tire blowouts during long-distance travel. Whenever the vehicle is carrying heavy cargo or towing, always use the pressure recommended for maximum load. This isn't exaggeration, it's engineering applied directly to safety.